People crave community. You want to belong. You want that potluck and play dates. You want someone to come visit when a new baby is born. You want people to come visit when the casket closes. All of that is real. It's very real. It's human. So today, let's take a minute to talk about faith as a virtue. Not in the Hebrews chapter 11 faith as the substance of things unseen. I mean the Matt Dillahunty faith is the excuse people give when they don't have a good reason to believe something. Because if you have a good reason, you just give me your good reason. It's strange that people love to treat faith, particularly in the United States, treat faith like it's a virtue, but only up until it gets inconvenient, or up until reality slaps you in the ass. These folks that love to tell you, I believe in God. And that's great. Okay, that's your thing. God talks to people, I guess, right? He's got a track record and a resume of whispering to people. I guess Moses got the tablets, and Noah got the shipbuilding blueprints, and Abraham was told to take his son up to the mountain and gut him like a fish to prove his devotion to God. And yet we call Abraham a patriarch. We call him a prophet, a man of deep faith. And that's great. But what about Andrea Yates? She was the Texas housewife that in 2001 drowned her 5 children in the bathtub. What about her? Because she says God told her to drown those 5 children, ages 7 to 6 months. 5 children. But suddenly we don't believe in that God anymore. Well, that God is evil. That's abhorrent. God would never command something like that. And I say, really? Have you read his book? Because God drowns every living thing in Genesis. He burns children alive in Sodom and Gomorrah. He commands entire genocides in Joshua. Kill every living thing. Put the very infants to the sword. So I guess, what's the difference? Maybe the difference is we don't really believe it. Not like that. Not in the way that you claim you do. All right? Most people in the church, they're in church not because they believe in the supernatural nonsense. They're in the church because it's the club. It's Sunday brunch without $20 pancakes. A little music, a little community gossip, a little feel-good speech at the end about being a better person. But no one reads the fine print. Andrea Yates, she read the fine print. She took that belief seriously. She actually believed the stuff that they tell you you're supposed to believe. And they called her insane. A jury in Ruby Red, Texas, Bible Belt, USA, said she was insane. Not wrong, not misguided, not she's misinterpreting the Bible. No, insane. We, the jury, find the defendant batshit, burn the fucking house down crazy. So either she's nuts, or the religion is nuts, or taking the religion seriously is nuts in the first place. I don't know. But you can't have it both ways. You see, if your faith is sacred, well, then you can't pick and choose which revelations are real. If God can whisper to a pastor or a preacher or a millionaire televangelist, why not some mentally ill mother in Texas? Or maybe, just maybe, we all know deep down inside that supernatural stuff is just theater, that nobody's turning water into wine, nobody rose from the dead, and nobody's hearing voices, unless it's someone that needs medication. Of course, it's easier to pretend. It's just easier to nod along in the church and say, believe, than to risk being the guy at the potluck who says, hey man, none of this makes any sense, because that guy doesn't get invited back. Belief isn't about truth, it's about belonging. It's not even just religion anymore, right? It's everything now. You ever look at QAnon? That's not a political movement, that's a cult. That's a cult with a subreddit. It's got prophecies, it's got martyrs, it's got invisible enemies, secret knowledge, and a messiah figure who can do no wrong. That doesn't sound familiar. And you know what? I don't think even most of them really believe it. Not all the way, but they say they do. Because it makes them feel like they're part of something, like they're part of the inside scoop. They matter. Same thing with televangelists and your mega preachers. They're not prophets. They're just grifters. They're grifters. They sell you belief like it's a timeshare in the sky. And people line up to buy in because they want to belong to the winning team. They don't care if it's true. They care if it's loud. And I get it. I sincerely get it. People crave community. You want to belong. You want that potluck and play dates. You want someone to come visit when a new baby is born. You want people to come visit when the casket closes. All of that is real. It's very real. It's human. But religion's been squatting on that real estate for thousands of years, offering community, and all you have to do is surrender your faculties and your critical thinking, believe in ancient nonsense, or go be lonely. Those were the terms back then. So maybe if we had better communities, ones that didn't demand magical thinking as the price of admission, people could finally walk away from this cosmic hostage situation. Maybe they'd stop pretending to believe in fairy tales just to get a casserole when they've got the flu. And we could finally start swimming without a goddamn intellectual anchor tied around our necks. This superstitious nonsense has been retarding human progress since the first caveman howled at the moon. You want to believe something? Believe this. We don't need a magic sky ghost to love each other. We don't need invisible threats or eternal rewards to build a decent society. We just need each other and a little honesty. Because religion, buddy, that's just cosplay. But in the modern era, it's cosplay with some very, very real consequences. Click subscribe, like, share. See you next time.
Yeah.